So we're gonna start this episode. So me not putting pants on.
Yeah.
Wearing my pajamas.
And shout outs to I just re-nicknamed my penis today. I named it the Anchor because
Touches the ground.
well that and any female that comes in contact with it.
Yeah. They will automatically hold you down.
Well put. I was gonna say they're held down the rest of their lives. So they're stuck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I'm like heroin. Like I'd bring you down to like a deep pit that you can never escape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The black tar heroin.
Yeah, the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
You're just like stuck in one spot, not able to move.
I used to suck dick for that shit. Pause.
Pause. Circumcised though?
Yeah.
Alright.
Both.
Raw and uncut.
Yeah.
Raw, I'm gonna suck it from you.
No questions from you. Pause.
Take a gram of heroin like it's nothing from you.
Yo.
Speaking of that.
Yo, let's talk about this Chris Brown Lil Dicky video.
The video's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. And with that Ed Sheeran part too.
Yeah, like as soon as like it started and like he looked at, like, yeah, I got tattoos on my neck, and like the way he said it, just like look back, I'm like, this is gonna be classic.
He's just so excited.
Yeah, he's so excited.
Chris Brown did so good at like.
Yeah, pretending like he was like that excited for
to be him. That's the funniest part because like making that song, they both had to actually rap from being. Each other's perspectives, but Chris Brown had to rap, but like sing about how happy he was just to be him.
Yeah.
And I think Lil Dicky just had to write verses about how much he was not happy to be him.
There was a lot of
his dick resting on his balls.
Yeah, there was a lot of controversy because people were saying like, if like
not the N-word part.
There was.
Man.
There was a lot of controversy about that. I was like. Really, like, it's Chris Brown saying it.
Yeah.
You know?
And he was down with it.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like...
Yeah, it is funny.
Like, come on. People are just too sensitive. But everybody's
just
when,
like, when the kid runs by, holy shit, I got a kid!
Yeah. Man, that shit was fucking hilarious. That was, that might be one of the coolest, like, just, like, funnest music videos I've watched in a long time.
Yeah. And it's funny, like Lil Dicky's trying to find the Chris Brown body, like, cause like he's like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Yeah. Chris Brown's like, fuck that. I'm like rolling around taking fucking pics of my dick.
And Chris Brown's like, I don't want to be Lil Dicky no more. My dick's trending on Twitter or Snapchat. Speaking of trending dick pics and such, what about sexting?
Yeah, sometimes I just send a couple equal signs and then I send a D.
Yeah.
Because then it looks like a dick.
Yeah.
I send that right away, like first message when I start when I meet a girl and I add her on Facebook. The first message I send is that a couple equal signs and then like the D.
Please inquire for real photo.
Must be 19. Did
you know actually?
Must be 19 years of age.
Sign this disclaimer. Do you know what I actually heard too? Because like I can only imagine that every girl that you've ever messaged that to just gets instantly moist.
Well, not everyone.
But did you know?
I think the ones that didn't were lesbians.
Do you know what I actually heard the other day? It was on the radio, I think Boom FM, but they said the statistic that I think it is like words that people just find cringeworthy, and it was like 80% of the people voted moist. Like the moist was the most cringeworthy word amongst like most people.
Shout out to moist.
Yeah, we gotta keep the moisture real in here.
If we ever change our podcast name, it has to be to moisture.
Moist vibes.
We'll think of one.
Sounds like a dildo print. You should patent that now.
Moist vibes. That's a pickup line. I'm like, hey, baby, you want to come over for some moist vibes? That's definitely a pickup line for sure.
There ain't nothing better than a soggy bulge. Soggy is another one. We gotta start using soggy. That should be the new podcast name when we like transform. Like, you know how the Joe Budden podcast was like, I'll name this podcast later to like the 100th episode. Then they finally made the name. They say at like episode 100 when we reach our like first 100-year anniversary and like we officially are not legally allowed to have sex with anyone anymore because everyone's underage for us.
And like we got kind of different diseases that they can't handle nowadays.
Yeah. We just call ourselves, and like everyone by then will be wearing Permacon anyway. So I say what we do is we just change the podcast name to Moist and Soggy.
I want to be moist now. You can
I'll be soggy.
Yeah, okay. Moist and soggy. I'm definitely moist though. I'm not trying to be soggy. I'm not clowning you all the time on that too. I'm like, oh, fucking you soggy dick motherfucker.
Yeah, I get you soggy on that Boblo boat, you know what I'm saying?
He has to get you soggy. You're already moist. I'm gonna body you on this shit when we do this.
But let's keep it moving. Let's actually talk about some shit here.
Okay, so Tekashi, the 69er, like,
Yo, blood.
yo blood.
Yo, blood.
Do you think he was doing a 69 with a crip when he came up with the name?
Did you watch the Breakfast Club interview?
I watched some of it. I couldn't get through it.
I couldn't watch it all. I
couldn't watch it all.
Do you know what though? One thing I will give him is he told them this will be your highest played.
Yeah, he did say that.
And then he's like, you think so? He's like, I don't think he'll do better than Birdman. He's like, alright, even if you don't do better than Birdman, this will be your biggest played video since Birdman, and it is.
Yeah, it is. Like, I think last thing I think it was like 4.
Yeah, 4 million. So I'll give him that.
And you know
what though?
From watching the interview, and like I don't really like him, but I went and checked out like, one of his songs. Have you heard any of his songs?
I've heard like little bits and pieces of a few songs.
Yo,
he's not like bad.
He kind of sounds like Onyx.
That's what a lot of people say. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was listening to it, I was like, yo, like this could be like, and like, but it wasn't like a. It was like a kind of like you know, like I don't know, guys are mumbling nowadays, and they're not like the content's not as good, but it's like a
mumble rap version of Onyx.
Well, not a mumble rap, but just like a kind of like less quality, like the sound is there. The sound reminds you of Onyx, but like just the words aren't really like.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard him spit some shit though. Like he's not whack. Like,
no, he's not whack, and like, but like. Yeah, like I didn't hear his music before I seen the interview.
Yeah.
And like I just seen different things with him. I'm like, man, this guy's probably an idiot. I was like, you know what? Let me check out the music, and I was like, oh, this isn't actually that bad though.
No, he's actually like that's one thing I will.
And 50 just co-signed him.
Yeah, I know, which is like that's a whole nother story there. That's like, but and the thing about that interview is I agree with things from both angles. Like I do agree with things Tekashi actually had to say, but
that he's the hottest from New York?
No, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Because the thing is, trolling online and getting...
Cardi B is hotter than him.
Yeah, the thing is, getting views and stuff doesn't equate to finances.
Yeah.
And it doesn't equate to clout. Like, it's not... Like, put it this way, where's the Gangnam Style guy? That's the biggest play. That was the biggest play video on YouTube.
You can't even say that because he's probably over in fucking wherever he's from, and because he was big before that, like.
But what I'm trying to say is like
over in like the Asia and shit. Like
viral moments on the internet don't make you. You know what I mean? Like Cardi B ain't really have viral moments. She had the strength off a hit.
Yeah.
See, Tekashi's music isn't what's putting him in the limelight. It's his antics.
Yeah, exactly.
See, and that's what he needs to realize. So like, I disagreed with that kind of shit. Like, Barty's definitely fucking the hottest artist out in New York right now, and I would say so. Like as far as like all that goes, like you know you're touring with Bruno Mars now. Like Bruno Mars,
and, her album drops.
Soon.
I think
the album cover looked cool too. It's like a throwback to like it reminded me of like an old Missy Elliott music video.
This be out just after
this drops.
Like it'll be out by the time this drops.
Yeah. And there was some other shit though, but I also
Do you
kind
think
of
it's gonna be good? Do you think it's gonna be a good album?
the Cardi album.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Like I actually kind of dig Cardi. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people, like especially from our generation, when Bodak Yellow was huge, were like, "Oh, this bitch
Personally,
sucks." Like, no, she's alright. Like I can't stand Bad Bobby.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
But like Cardi B's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Like she's not whack.
And like I'm not really big on Bodak Yellow, but like her on the
I know
G-Eazy,
you dug some other joints. Yeah.
her on the G-Eazy one kills that shit like fucking.
I like her
There's that-
verse on the Bruno Mars.
And the Bruno
joint.
Mars, and she kills that too. Like I like
And
that.
she does like an old like
Yeah.
Run DMC kind of homage flow on it. Like
Exactly, like and it's dope. But I wasn't big on Bodak Yellow, and then there's another one like Red Red Bars or something like that. It's like just her. Like,
I think that's the one you told me you liked,
Yeah.
where it's like kind of more gangsta shit.
Yeah, it's just like her like fucking just rounding hard.
But
No pause because she's like
she can get you high.
yeah.
One thing I will say about her though, like, and this is the same with any woman who enters like, you know, fame.
Yeah.
Before she was famous, like I wouldn't look at Cardi B and be like, yo, she's hot. I was like, yeah, she's like, you know.
I wouldn't say she's ugly though.
I wouldn't have been like she's ugly, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like since she's like become popular though, like you see like pictures of her and stuff, you're like, yo, Cardi's kind of hot.
Yeah, do you think that's a thing? Like,
But that's all like that's all
like,
that Hollywood shit, right? Like if you look at Nicki Minaj, same thing. If you watch her music videos before she did the Young Money deal and stuff, like
Yeah, she wasn't. Yeah.
you're like she's not hot, but
Yeah.
like you're like I'm not attracted to this girl, but I wouldn't say she's ugly. She's just like
Well,
average, you know
with
what I
bigger
mean?
budgets, with bigger budgets, they got bigger makeup.
Exactly. That's what exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But
Bigger makeup budgets.
with the Tekashi shit, like I thought it was interesting when he said his biggest influence was DMX.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Well, for him to have like that kind of sound, like
Another thing I
it had to be like Onyx or DMX or
Yeah.
somebody like grimy like that. Like,
Because they asked him, they're like, do you listen to a lot of Onyx? He's like, nah, not really. He's like, DMX really was like one of my biggest influences.
okay.
But he definitely has that Onyx sound. But another thing, like, I didn't like how... One thing I realized watching that interview is like, and someone else said it, I think maybe it was Academics, but talked about how like these new artists, they're in defense mode when they go up to these shows to begin with, because they already know that like, you know, the Breakfast Club and like Ebro and Sway and like these guys don't respect this new wave. So they go up there already feeling like they're on enemy land and they have to defend themselves. And I was like, after Academic said that, I'm like, you know what, that's kind of right. And the one thing I did respect about Tekashi is he went up there and they're like, so how'd you get your name? And he's like, man,
I love that.
let's cut all the bullshit.
Yeah,
let's talk about what you want to talk about.
Let's get to the shits.
Let's get to the shits, yeah.
I like that. I was like,
I did like that.
That's fire.
I didn't like some other things. Like I do agree, like with Charlemagne too. Like, you know, I think your OG should be like giving you some better perspective. And like they all knew, I can't remember homie's name, but like they all know him and they respect dude. And they're like, you should be guiding your young G a little bit better than this. And he's like, yeah, well, you know, everyone's free speech. And the reason why he doesn't care is because the trolling thing is the viralness that's bringing the attention to Tekashi, right? Without that, Tekashi is nobody.
So he has beef with now, YG and Game?
And which is what it is, you know what I mean? But my thing is, don't go at Jay Prince.
He went at Jay Prince?
Jay Prince Jr., he's like, I ain't checking in. And then like he was on the Breakfast Club. That's who he was talking about for like a good 10 minutes was Jay Prince Jr. And I'm like, yo,
I don't watch the whole thing.
You don't do that, man. Like
you don't go in on there.
There's certain people, no matter how tough you think you are, or how bad you think you're trolling, like Jay Prince and them aren't gonna be like, yo, we respect your troll.
No, like
we respect your troll game. Like if you disrespect these dudes, like that's issues for them.
Like Jay Prince and them, like they check people that like other rappers are scared of. Like other rappers be scared of other people, and
they G-check them.
Yeah, he G-checks them. Like yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I thought was crazy, and like Tekashi was giving this whole story about how he refuses to check in when he goes to Houston.
Well, even UGK was on Rap a lot, and do you hear when they're doing Drink Champs with Bun B, and Nori was like, yo, and right away, like Pimp C checked me, like,
Yeah.
like in New York, in Queens,
Yeah.
like, he checked me like right away, like, and he's like that's when I knew he was like he was everything, like,
He's official.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, 'cause he was checking me the way I'd be checking someone else, but we in New York.
Yeah.
And Nori's an official dude.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, like, the Rap-A-Lot squad, like, and, like, different, you know?
Yeah, and that even goes back to saying, like Scarface said a long time ago when they twisted his words up in an interview. He went on Vlad to set the record straight, and he's like, look, I never said what they said about, like, you know what I mean? They twisted my words, like Jay Prince. I will never have any disrespect for him. They're like, yo, Jay Prince was raised by wolves. I was raised by that man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Willie D, the Ghetto Boys. Like, come on, you're not going one-on-one with Willie D. Like, Willie D, I'm pretty sure is known for knocking motherfuckers out the box back in the day.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, right?
Like, he didn't even gunplay you. He, like...
He didn't just straight knock you out. Like,
yeah, like Freddie Fox style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking... And that's the thing, like, if you got dudes who would knock you out and you a gun-toting G, you know what I mean? Like, those dudes...
Yeah.
They don't even need their gun to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like, they just knock your ass out. Like, be a little motherfucker, like, bang! So, like, no, man. I think someone like Tekashi, too, I understand he's got this image that he's needs to protect and, like, that he's, like, putting out there.
Does he even know the history, though? That's the thing, like...
That's the thing. Does he know his hip-hop history? Like...
Does he know, like... Yeah, like...
And see,
shit fucking happens?
but he doesn't want to hear it, either. That's the other thing, too, because, like... See, like, the way Charlemagne and them were coming at him... I can see why you're not going to try to take a history lesson right there.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's been a lot of other people prior to that conversation who have been like, yo, you know, like Jay Prince Jr., like, don't play with that, you know what I mean? Or like, or other people in other situations where like, yo, like, you know your history, like, this is this guy, like, I'm sure he knows who Jay Prince is. Like, the same way he, like, tried to troll Charlemagne and was like, if it wasn't for this, I never heard of you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. You know who Charlemagne is.
And then Charlemagne starts dropping stats. Yeah.
See, and that was a funny thing. He did troll Charlemagne because he got under Charlemagne's skin.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he legit, he trolled Charlemagne. And it worked.
Yo, and like, that's like, those guys troll everybody. He trolled them.
So, I mean, that's what I have to say. Like, I think he definitely conducts himself.
Yo, do you think?
I don't think he conducts himself properly. I think he should, you know, and definitely humble himself a bit.
Do you think
There's things I disagree with, but I also think one of what he did up there at the Reckless Club was good, too.
Yo, do you think he's going to be the first one to defeat the internet? With the troll?
You think?
You think he might be? I don't know. Do you think so?
I don't know.
He's a good troller.
He is a good troller. I even think his hair is trolling. Because you hear what he said? He's like, how a 40-year-old rapper looking like, running around the city looking for a little kid with rainbow hair. You look like an idiot. You know what I mean? So, like, I even think the hair and all that stuff is part of his trolling image. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but seeing that...
So we don't even know, and you know what? Right after, like, that interview, so 50 co-signed him? Because 50 is probably, like, the best troll ever. And
I didn't even put those together.
I just put it together in my head, like, I was like,
right
yo.
Now.
Yeah, I was like, 50's one of the best trolls ever. I bet you he watched that interview, and right after the interview was done, he was like, yo, go get him.
Yeah, holla at Tekashi.
Yeah, give me his number, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, because 50's troll game is strong.
He probably seen that right away, and he's like, yo, he's my fucking...
Yeah.
Because 50 picks up trollers, like Uncle Murder's a troller too, like.
Yeah.
He picks up trollers, like.
He does. Team of trollers. 50's such a troll.
And that's like how you win nowadays. The troll.
Yeah.
The troll game is real.
It is strong. But that's actually another thing in the Tekashi interview that I disagreed with is like you're going around, you're talking about how you let your nuts hang, you do this. Yo, anyone want to test my gangsta, do it. But then when he goes to, I think it was Texas or it was LA, either way, but they had the World Star Hip Hop show.
Yeah.
And Jay Prince Jr. was on stage. He's like, yo, call your mans off so I can come do my show. Like, aren't I supposed to be protected? And then he left the show. He's like, yeah, I still got paid. I showed up. You didn't have a safe venue for me, so I didn't perform. And I agree with Charlamagne. It's like, well, if you're going to tell people to test your gangster, then you got to be ready for it. He's like, yeah, but I roll with like 2 boys and I'm in their city. I'm not stupid. And it's like, well, if you're not stupid, then maybe you shouldn't bring this type of attention to yourself.
Don't poke the bear and be like, yo, like.
Yeah, and then when the bear's ready to swat at you, be like, ah, I'm innocent.
There's rules to this.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no.
no, exactly. So I agree, like, and that's why I was saying, like, you know, and he's a young dude, and I think over time he'll learn, but he needs to conduct himself differently or he won't last long. He keeps getting in these conflicts and, like, getting beat up or people trying to test his gangster randomly. And if you're, and I agree with Charlamagne when he said, like, if this is starting to affect your booking, don't you see that being an issue? He's like, nah, man. He's like, yeah, that will be an issue.
Yeah.
Because if this happens in enough cities, like, you go to Detroit and you got an issue and, like, Trick don't want you there, next thing you know, venues in Detroit won't be booking you either. You know what I mean? It is going to be the same shit. Like, there's key holders to a lot of cities.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Games, so, like, Whack 100's going to shut them down in L.A., Again,
you know what I mean?
Shut down in Houston.
It will slow down your money, but not only that, you're gonna be running away from people trying to quote unquote test your gangsta a lot too, and so I think he needs to slow his roll a little bit. And though I don't disagree with everything he does, and like, you know, the troll thing is cool and stuff, but you gotta watch what you say to who you say it to and how far you go with it, unless you're prepared to deal with the repercussions. Like, you can't bring on fucking warfare and then go run and hide in the fucking bomb bunker.
Right? You can't go brrrr, nah, fucking expect to fucking sound back.
Yeah, exactly.
Just echo and come back.
Yeah. But so yeah, man, aside from that shit, you know.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna put some pants on soon.
I think I'm gonna rename my penis the Anchor Sore.
Oh no.
Cause it holds you in one spot the rest of your life, but it also puts these like sores in your mouth, like herpes.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, yeah.
So it's like a canker sore, but it's the anchor, so it's the Anchor Sore.
Yo.
And I'm gonna get George Stroumboulopoulos to co-sign this.
You know what? Like
Would you rather be Master T, Rick the Temp, or George Stroumboulopoulos, or Nardwuar?
Nardwuar.
All right, cut Nardwuar out of the equation.
I don't remember the second guy. What was the second guy?
Rick the Temp.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now he does like Entertainment Tonight television.
Okay.
Then you got George Stroumboulopoulos, who does what?
He did
The Hour.
City TV or something like that. He did his own show on a different one, right?
Yeah, isn't it The Hour or something? Isn't that?
I think I'd rather be
George's
him. I think I'd rather be him.
show? Or Master T.
Master T didn't do it. Master T have anything?
He's got his own like online like thing going on now,
I'd
but
rather be George.
see, I like Master T for what he contributed to hip hop,
Yeah.
but
Even that George interviewed like hip hop artists back then too.
you know what though? Yeah, and I agree. George Stroumboulopoulos, he's always been a purist for what he likes and what he believes in, and he's still built a good career off of that too.
Yeah.
But I feel like Master.
I don't want to go back to being a temp. I'm hired on now.
No, Rick the Temp, like
You know?
he's got probably the highest paying job out of any of them, but
I'm hired on now.
but he's kind of
I
whack.
don't want to be a temp no more.
He's kind of whack. Like
Fuck Kelly Services.
Like, would you do TMZ? Like, fuck, that's so whack. Like, even if they're paying you big bucks, if you could go be like a host of like a music show, or like, you know, like.
Yo, are you behind Kelly Services?
Yeah.
Yo, I hate you.
Yeah.
You know what? Fucking.
All y'all attempts.
Yo, I hate you. So.
You're Rick.
Yo,
and
let's just stop this episode. We're done. I don't like him no more.
Put your red cups up.
He put me through hell.
Put your cups up, blood.
Fucking temp service shit.
Red cup, blood.
Temp service shit. What up, cuz? Oh, we starting beef?
You set tripping.
I got there. I was like, you're like, blood, I'm like, cuz.
You set tripping.
Okay.